Yeah, they disclose it. They're going to fix it.
6,600.
With laws that they have on the books.
Yeah.
6,600 individuals didn't vote illegally.
That's not for certain. I mean, they're
actually-
registered, so they could if they wanted to, right?
But there's an independent investigation that New Jersey has initiated. We have fraud in every system. There's a lot of fraud coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to make it more difficult for the vast majority of Americans to vote because of a very small percentage.
Is it just me, or am I the only one that understands that America is under attack right now? Are we going to allow these type of people who speak in this type of manner to strip away our liberties that was bestowed upon us through our country?
Of error and fraud is not popular. It's not popular amongst the American people, and it's basically a poll tax.
What people does she know? So she said because fraud happens a little bit everywhere, we should just allow illegals to vote. It's almost like illegals voting might benefit a certain party.
Passes, they're not going to win another election. Why would that be? Why would securing our elections prevent Democrats from winning? And, you know, I saw a tweet yesterday from Olive Garden, of all places, that in order to take advantage of their never-ending pasta pass, you have to show voter ID. And I thought, that's weird. Olive Garden take pasta pass security more seriously than Democrats are taking election security. So yes, President Trump is going to keep pushing this, and it just shows how absurd the Democrats are.
And this was absolutely beautiful. A Hispanic immigrant called into this show with this Democrat representative out of California and said the obvious, hey, I got my ID. I'm an immigrant here legally. What's the big deal of asking other Latinos to prove they're a citizen in order to vote? And this dude was sweating.
I'm an immigrant. How do I prove, or anybody can prove that they are citizens if you don't have to show any ID? That's my question. My comment about ICE, I have a very Hispanic last name. I am not worried about ICE stopping me. And if they do for any reason, I have plenty of proof that I am a citizen. So I'm not going to run away. I'm not scared of them. So I don't understand what the big deal is about them catching the illegals.
And Rena, do you carry that proof with you, the proof of your citizenship?
Yes, I do. I do. And most of the Hispanic people do, the ones that are legal. And I don't understand why they keep saying that Hispanic people can't have IDs I'm not stupid. Hispanic people are not stupid. Yes. I'm not a victim. I'm a citizen now. But again, if I go to register as a Hispanic person, how does anybody, just by me putting in there that I'm a citizen, does that prove, is that enough proof that I can vote? I just want the congressman to answer that.
Okay.
I mean, if you're a Democrat and you really want to prove that there's no fraud, you would think that they will be in favor so that they can say, you're right, there is no fraud.
I mean, come on. This woman is making all the sense in the world. If the Democrats were so gun-ho to there's no fraud happening nowhere in the United States of America pertaining to election integrity, why is it that you are attempting to block Republicans who are attempting to put some form of verification on election integrity?
We don't ask people with the last name Smith or Jones to do that. Why should we have to ask Hispanic citizens to have to prove themselves that they're citizens?
So that lady was spitting straight facts, saying that anybody who's legal has no issue proving they're a citizen.
Okay, Rena, let's get him to answer.
So I'm Hispanic. I look very Hispanic. I got a Hispanic last name.
So?
Why should I have to prove that I'm a U.S. citizen when people who are white never get questioned about this at all? To me, how is that fair at all? My mother,
Well, it makes it
I
about
told
like
her to start carrying her passport when she didn't want to stand in line to get her real ID. And I was like, Mom, what are you doing? You got to get your real ID. It's required now, right? And, ICE, we were hearing stories of ICE picking up people. If you didn't have a real ID, then, you must be undocumented. So they said, start carrying your passport. But my mom shouldn't have to do that. We don't ask people with the last name Smith or Jones to do that. Why should we have to ask Hispanic citizens to have to prove themselves that they're citizens?
So that lady was spitting straight facts, saying that anybody who's legal has no issue proving they're a citizen.
Absolutely correct. Who would have an issue with proving that they are legal, they are a true citizen of this nation, if you truly are a real citizen of this nation? Who would have problems proving that? If that's the case, why aren't the Americans, the real true Americans, not going, ape crap everywhere about all of us having to maintain our driver's license on our person at all times? Why are we not going ape stuff? I mean, it's my vehicle, right? I can drive anytime I want. I already went to the DMV and I have my driver's license, right? I have been issued my driver's license through the mail. Why must I still continue to carry my driver's license? Right? See, that's as stupid as asking that particular question. Of course you have to have your driver's license. Man, I love you all except for the ones that I don't. Peace.